Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Ali SL and today's video is all about the Maitreya 5.1. I am a procrastinator. I realize that I am pretty late on this video, specifically maybe 2-3 months, but I wanted to do a very specific tutorial of this hide. So she started with Maitreya 5V and then not long after that she updated to Maitreya 5.1, which is the one that we are going to go over. The video is going to be pretty lengthy, as I said, because I am a bit specific on it, but if you want to skip to a section of the HUD, I am going to leave a timeline down below for you guys to find it and just skip to that section. With that being said, let's get started. Our first tab is the alpha. The section on the left is the representation of the front of your body, and the right side is the representation of the back of your body. All of these sections that you see covering the body are faces that when you click on them, it hides them. So I'm going to click on the belly area just so you can see it on my avatar. And just as I click on those areas, it starts disappearing on my belly or on my excuse me, on my mesh body. But once you click on them again, they reappear. If you're new to Second Life, creators make clothing for this specific body and you'll see the logo on their posters just like this. Usually when you wear the outfit, it auto hides the areas permanently for the most part, but there is some outfits that do not or that are still not perfect and have areas of your body poking through your clothes, which doesn't look very nice, and that is where your alphas come in, by clicking on that specific area of the body that you need to hide. This section also provides these buttons right in the middle that are specifically named by sections: chest, breasts, nipples, nipples and areola, belly, back, arms, hands, pelvis, upper legs, lower legs, feet, and the last two buttons hide all and show all. So what happens is that you can hide by section. So for example, here I'm going to lower my camera to my legs, and if I click on upper legs, it will auto hide the upper legs. Click on them again and they will appear. Same thing for lower legs and so forth. And pretty self-explained on that one. The hide all, it will hide all of your entire body just like this. And show all will just make your whole body reappear. Down below are 5 alpha save slots. What these do is they allow you to save an alpha that you need for a particular outfit. I'm going to give you an example with the slot number 1. First, I'm going to alpha some sections of my body just so that they are visible or noticeable for you guys. So I'm going to do the upper legs. You saw that disappearing, and the chest area and the belly. So just like so, I'm going to click on alpha save slot number 1. You are going to get a blue box that says this alpha slot is empty and can be used to save the current alpha state of your body. So you click on save current, and in local chat it will tell you that the alpha state saved in slot 1 has been done. I'm going to show all again, and my body has reappeared. I'm going to click on the alpha slot number 1 again, and now it says load this or clear it, but I'm going to load it, and tada, it has the exact alpha that I have saved previously to show you guys as an example. And that is how you use the save slots. You do have 5 of these, and the HUD. So this section was the newest change of the Maitreya Lara HUD. To some, it was a little complicated to comprehend, and I must admit that I'm an inattentive person when it comes to learning new things and procrastinate, which is why I'm a couple of months late with this video anyway. So you start clicking things and nothing visually is happening to your body. It's perfectly fine. I'm going to go through it one by one, and we'll start with this section. So here we have an empty box that says select layer. For that, we need to go to our Maitreya folder and just focus on these three things: the clothing layer, the tattoo layer, and the underwear layer. I'm going to add them one by one by right-clicking and adding, then the tattoo layer, then the underwear layer. And voila! Now on the select layer box, all of these items are in there now: tattoo, underwear, and clothing layer. The three small X's that you see here are to detach your layer. So I'm going to detach clothing as an example. You click on the X and it disappears from the select layer box. Now you have the tattoo and underwear layers in there. I'm going to use a full body tattoo to give you guys the example of how a layer works. For this, I'm going to be removing my blazer. Now, when you have a tattoo applier, once you click on it, you get a blue box and a choice to which layer you wish to add your tattoo. Since I have the tattoo layer highlighted here, I click tattoo. And voila, you can actually see the tattoo on the hide. Right here is the front section and the back section. Probably wise to remove this flower as well. Down here, you guys have a clear layer button, and I do have the tattoo highlighted. So whenever you click on the clear layer, it will completely clear that layer off of you, just like this. And now my tattoo is completely gone. I'm going to give you guys one more example with the underwear layer. So you're just going to select it right here. Then I already have an applier that is going to make me wear these latex pants. Again, when you click on the applier, you get a blue box and you get the three options: tattoo, underwear, and clothing. Since we're working with the underwear layer, I'm going to click on underwear. I'm going to remove these pants. Now you already see the pants on me as well as on the HUD. Now we're going to go down here, which is the advanced tab. Once you click on it, you are going to get another box that opens right underneath the HUD. The button highlighted in the advanced tab is layered, and what it means is that whatever you play around with, for example tinting here and the full bright and glow and so forth, means that it is only going to be affecting the selected layer. So for me, it is the underwear layer that's going to be affected because it's the one that's highlighted. So I'm going to give you a really quick example of the tinting. I'm going to click here on the darker version and we're going to click on pink, which is more noticeable. And now you see that my pants are tinted. So this comes really handy if you know how to do work with tinting your clothes. It'll work wonders if you have white garments or if you just want to enhance the color of some of your clothing items. For me, these pants are not a very good example to show you great tinting, but it does give you the general idea of what it will be doing. So if you want to clear that the tinting color that you just chose, there's a very clear tint button here. You click on it and it goes back to its original state. Down here you guys have full bright. Let's see if there you go. I'm not sure if you guys saw that change. I'm going to get a little bit closer to them. I'm going to deselect it, and that is without full bright, and this is with full bright. Then you guys have the glow button, and that's pretty specific. It'll make your pants glow a little bit more. It does have a slider down here right underneath the glow button, where if you put it all the way up, I'm going to show you how much of a glow that you can get. There you go. Bam! I'm not quite sure that you guys need that much glow, but it gives you that much of a level if you wish to. Of course, I'm going to lower it all the way down and just leave that like that, but you do have that option. Then down here, you guys have the advanced materials box. You have bump map, you have spec map, and then you have the glossiness slider, the intensity slider, and the environment slider. They work the same way. You have a minus sign and a plus sign to lower it or to make it higher. Now, my pants are not a very good example for me to show you guys what bump map and spec map does for your layer, but there is some pictures on an amazing blog that I found for you guys, which I am leaving a link down below, and these are what the pictures look like. back. So I'm going to show you one picture without the bump map and one with the bump map so you guys can see it. So this is the picture that she has in her blog and this picture is with the no bump map, and if you pay close attention to it, it's just a really smooth, no details around it and so forth. And this is what the garment will look like with the bump map. Ta-da! You guys see the creases, the details on them and around it, and then again one more time without the bump map. The sliders are pretty self-explained, and you will notice the garment increasing or decreasing in glossiness when you play with the slider. Then the intensity level is the level of intensity for the glossiness, and the environment slider is what allows the environment lighting to reflect from your garment. Now let's go back up and talk about this section right here. These two buttons are selection mode, and you notice that the body goes completely white, and the hide show mode, and then you see the difference on the mannequin here, and it goes back to showing me what I'm wearing and the other selections on gray that are not selected. I'm going to go back and put on my tattoo again just because it's easier to show you guys the selection, how selection mode works and the hide show mode with this tattoo. Okay, as I mentioned, when you guys click on selection mode, you're going to see the mannequin completely white. It just really means whichever section you leave on white, it is ready to have that tattoo applied. And if you don't want the tattoo applied on certain areas, you click on them just like I am, and they will turn gray and the tattoo will not apply on these areas. So this is a full body tattoo. I'm going to just select the rest of the body and just leave the torso and the chest, and that is where my tattoo is going to get applied. Okay, I have the Maitreya applier. I click on it. We're using the tattoo layer. Click on tattoo, and voila. It is only now applied on my chest area and my belly. You see, even if I deselect the arms and everything else, the tattoo still will not show. So this is the only area that the tattoo was applied to. I'm going to clear it again. Now let's look at the hide show mode button. It is already highlighted. I'm going to click on my tattoo again. I'm going to click on the tattoo layer, and it is going to be applied to my complete body just like that. I'm gonna remove the applier. So the hide show mode is exactly that. It means that you can hide the tattoo. So if you want to just have everything else on your body but not the arms, you select the arms and the hands as an example, and they will be erased and everything else is there, and so forth. So you can just deselect everything you want. I'm hiding the back, by the way. I want to show you guys the back just so you know that the back of it works. Here we go. I am deselecting and showing the tattoo, and to hide it, it will go into gray. So that is what hide and show mode is. So once you want to show all of your tattoo, you click on all and everything will appear again. And that actually comes in very handy when you have different pieces on, and you don't want to take everything off at times. You can just do the hide and show mode. But for this, I'm going to clear it out all over again. The quick selection, I probably shouldn't have done that, but the quick selection is pretty self-explained. You do all upper body, lower body, and none, which means that it'll just hide your upper body section, your lower body section, or either none of it or all of it. The skin base section is rather easy to understand. The HUD provides you guys with 22 skins from Glamifair, where either from the HUD to be applied as applier or as bakes on mesh in a separate folder in the Maitreya folder. Right next to the last row is the bakes on mesh button, which activates your body to be bakes on mesh. So I'm going to deactivate it. And you see all of that odd stuff happening. It's because my body is no longer bakes on mesh. Because Bigs on Mesh, it's a whole other topic. And if you are still confused about Bigs on Mesh, I need a grandma tutorial. Let me know in the comments. I have a previous Bigs on Mesh tutorial, but that was before all of the heads and bodies became Bigs on Mesh ready. That video was used with relay heads. But if you do need one, just let me know and I'll make a video about the basics of Bigs on Mesh. Then down here, you guys have skin tones for the nipples in HD. And to the side, you guys have nipple shape. You guys have original, hard, and puffy. I am deeply, deeply saddened that I can't show you guys this section because I am absolutely in love with the options that you guys can have for them. But I will move on from that section right here since there's nothing that I can do about it. Then you have advanced tab down here. When you click on it, you get another advanced tab under the Maitreya HUD, which is actually pretty cool. This is a pretty cool section for the skin. So I'm going to play around with the skin tab. You guys have skin tab, you have the HD nipples and the glossiness, but we're going to play around with the skin since I cannot show you guys the example for the HD nipples. So pretty self-explained again with the tinting. You can tint your skin as you wish if you know how to play around with that. I'm going to go back to my regular, which what you do is you click on clear tint and it'll take you back to your regular color. Then if you guys click on the full bright button, you can see the difference, actually quite a big difference from my neck area. You'll see that, and I'm going to turn it off just so you see it again. Then you have the glow. That's another glow section for the skin, and you have the slider down below to minimize it or maximize it as much as you want. I maximized it all the way, and bam, you guys have a very, very glowy avatar. For this, obviously, I'm going to deselect it and go back to my normal body. Down here, you guys have three skin material presets, which are pretty cool to use for either videos or for pictures, I personally think. So I'm going to show you the preset number one. Right away, you guys notice the glossiness all over it or the wet look. You can mess with the glossiness and the intensity of it and the environment tab. If you do that with caution, I would say to lower your environment slider a little bit because if you go up pretty high, it looks pretty robotic on your body. Also pretty cool for some pictures, but mess around with that until you like it. This is preset skin number two, which is just a little bit more highlighted in certain areas of the body. And the skin preset is number three, which is the wet look. I'm going to zoom in a little bit on my body so you guys can see the water droplets on it. The majority of the match heads also, oh, that's the environment kicking it. I'm gonna lower it. There we go. The majority of the hats, I was going to say the mesh hats actually come with a wet look as well for a skin preset. So you guys can actually do the complete body as well as the hat, which looks really cool for videos and for pictures if you are into that look. Again, you guys have the same option for the nipples with the material presets, but obviously I cannot show you guys, but it is really cool to play with that. You guys have the Netflix button. I'm going to take off the advanced. There we go. And you notice that it's for you to blend in the texture of your skin to your head. But since I'm already wearing a skin that matches both of mine that I purchased, I don't need that. You also have the neck size, which is the body fat, and it ranges from 0 all the way to 24. You see then widening. Maybe if I cam in a little bit more, I have it at 0 and this is 24. You see that. Under the hands and the feet section, you guys have 19 nail polish colors for the hands and 19 nail polish for the feet. So I'm going to click on the red just so they can be rather noticeable. Then right next to those, you guys have an ankle lock button. What that ankle lock is I'm not sure if you guys noticed that when you sit on an item or on a piece of furniture, your feet tend to look like they have a broken ankle. Well, this will fix it, and if you keep it on all the times, then you will no longer have that problem. Then down here, you guys have the nail shape. You guys have 5 nail shapes from very short to the pointiest one. This is the short version that I'm wearing, and this is what the pointy ones look like, but I always do like to keep them short. For the foot shape section, you guys now have 5 of them from very flat all the way to the ballerina pointy. One of the cool things that you guys can do now, if you notice, you have a L and an R in each box, which represents left and right. So if I wanted my right foot to be in the ballerina pointy position, I click on right, and my right foot will go to that position and my other foot will stay the same. Then down here you guys have your hand posters. You have quite a few to play around with. You have it for your left hand and you have it for your right hand. I'm going to do a peace sign on my left and I'm going to do a rock on one for my right. So there's those 2 poses that you can have permanently, or you can stop any animation at any time by clicking on the stop animations, or you can click on cycle natural hand poses and it will just cycle on with the hand poses that they provide you in the HUD. But right now I'm just going to click on stop animations and leave them as they are. Now the last tab is miscellaneous. This is pretty easy to go by and it's the TP to the store. When you click on it, you get the blue box and it will give you a direct link to teleport to the store. You do get a help info button where and also another link to the page for you to go over. It is actually very helpful. You have a redeliver button. When you click on it, you no longer have to go to the store to get a redelivery. So you'll get a new Maitreya mesh body delivered to you just by doing that. You have a delete scripts, but do not do that unless you have a copy. You can reset all of your scripts, sorry. And then we get to the new save stick. All right, you guys, so in your folder, you already have a save stick, but you can keep on getting new one every time you need one by clicking on new save stick. So it looks like this save stick V5.1. Just accept it and it's going to go into your object. So you want to res it just like it says and rename it. So when you res it, you right click and edit. I'm going to call this one bikini test. Then you take it, pick it up, and it's going to go into your objects again as bikini test. So I'm going to wear an applier for Maitreya, and it is a bikini just because I'm wearing the wet look on my body now. And let's click on the black one. And there we go. So we have this complete bikini outfit there. So what you're going to do now is you're going to click on the bikini test. It's going to go on your screen just like this. You're going to click on it, then you're going to get a blue box. I cannot, oh, there we go. So now it was not letting me move it, but now it does. So you have save all, load skin, layers, nails, nipples, or outfit. So you guys have an individual choice if you wish to, but I'm going to save all. So you click on save all. Then you're going to get a little box again in blue that says please wait. Then you click OK. Once you do that, you just take it off, detach it. And for the sake of it, I'm going to clear my layers again. And I'm going to show you how it saved my outfit. I'm going to wear it again. I'm going to click on it. Then you click on load all. And then you see it start to appear, and voila, that is how you save your outfits. So you can save as many as you want or as many as you like. Remember, you can keep on adding extra layers. Just don't forget to wear your underwear layer or your clothing layer. All right, guys, the last thing I want to talk about is in the folder are the Bigs on Mesh add-on parts V5.1 and the hide. I am wearing both of them because you have to wear both of them at the same time in order for it to work. I also have a different shirt just to show you guys um, a little closer on how this works. So the Bakes on Mesh toggle add-on pieces is basically to have a looser look on your outfits if you wish to. So if I go a little bit to the side, I'm pretty sure you guys can see the nipples poking the shirt. I hope you guys can see it. It's right there. So if you click on nipples, you can see that it's a looser look and you no longer have the poking one. Same thing for the breast area. So breasts, it's a little bit more looser. I'm going to do the nipples at the same time. And the belly button is not as noticeable on this shirt because of the way that the textures is in the creases, but you do see a little dent here. So if I click on belly button, you see it becoming loose and you don't see that dent anymore. But if you unselect, the little dent is back there. All right, you guys, so to show you what the toe caps do or are effective for, I'm wearing these stockings to show you that perfect example. So these are the stockings that I'm wearing, and you can see that they are still showing my toenails and they are still showing my toes, which is not how you really want your stockings to show. So what you do is you click on toe caps alt and voila. That is what you want them to look like. And you also have an opacity level on the color of it. So almost non-existent, just like that, or all the way up, and you can play around with that. It also has a tinting section for whichever color stockings you're using, and a clear button if you need to clear the tinting that you have previously done on them. All right, you guys, I believe this is the end of the video. If you have stuck with me till the end, thank you so much. I hope it helps someone out there that are barely jumping into the Maitreya wagon or just haven't updated at all with the Maitreya 5.1. So I will see you guys later, and you guys stay safe and see you. Bye bye.